Hello, ladies and gentlemen. James Spinning here once again. Just so you know, I have a little face peering up at me, demanding probably attention and biscuits, but I'm going to try and ignore her so I can talk about Project Sam. This is a follow-up to something I got at Christmas, and I did at Christmas, and I've only just got round to doing a video. So, apologies, but now here we are. This is Lineage Percussion, Project Sam. So this is all brand new recordings of this sort of all-in-one, all the percussion you could ever possibly need for an orchestra. Why is it Lineage? I'm presuming because it's all recorded in the same studios as all the other Symphobia instruments. So there are two versions of this library. There is the core version and the larger version. I'll tell you the differences during the video, but I'm going to show you the main full version today. So what I'm doing today is it's almost a follow-up to my Symphobia video, link above. So what I've done is I've kept the instrumental Symphobia tracks and just got rid of the percussion and done a sort of a brand new percussion part, as it were, with specifically designed percussion. And I've sort of gone along I'm going to arrange it for an orchestra type thing, rather than epic cinematic. You can probably hear the track in the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through this fabulous Lineage percussion and show you the possibility that you might never need another percussion library ever again. Is that likely? No, we always like big instruments. We want more than one option. Anyway, all I'm saying is this is a fabulous option. Here we go. This is Lineage Percussion. So just FYI for all you animal lovers, I have just given the dog a biscuit and she's quite happy and lying down, so don't worry about that. This is Lineage Percussion. As I said before, I'm going to use the full version today. So we've got instruments, kits and builders. On the instruments, we've got every single possible instrument that you could maybe want that's in an orchestra, plus a Celeste. As you can see, I've loaded up a snare drum already. On the core version, you've got fewer instruments, but you've got all the basics. You've got your timpanis, you've got your snare drums, you've got most of the things you all want. On kits, you've got lots of exciting kits that you can play with. I'll play with those in a minute. Also, on the core version, you don't have these builders, but I'll come to the builders section in a minute. So let's just get on and play. I won't give you a detailed walkthrough of absolutely everything, but I will show you what I love, and I'll show you what I do with the track. So I'll just show you the basics of the fabulousness of Project Sam Lineage Percussion. So as you can see on the C's and D's, and this is standardly mapped across most instruments, these are your hits. When you go further up the scale, you get the extras. So on this one, you get flams, you get rims, you get tremolos, which are mod wheel based. Yeah, rolls. Fab, and that's adaptive sync, but we'll come to that in a minute. You get side hits and you get sticks. Yep. You also get other options. You get snares off. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. If you want both, with most Project Sam, shift click, and you get both. And if you can see, they have mapped to the next C. So that's snares on, snares off. Yeah. Okay. And shift click back off. Also, just worth pointing out that if you don't want all of these loaded in and want to have a smaller footprint and save on your computer, on the Windows, Control, Alt, and click them off, and your megs up here go lower. If you want them back, just click them. I think on Apple it'll be Command Alt click or something like that. Anyway, you can work it out. So the blue dot in the middle represents the snare drum. You can move it to the left. You can move it to the right. And it's a sort of a performance stage. Now, if you start hovering away from that, you suddenly open up this huge performance XY stage. Right in your face. Far away. Now, another thing that is not available in the core version is this XY stage. So just be aware of that. But what you do get is the pre-mixed in the core version, and it's still fabulous. I mean, how many times do you want a snare player to wander around? Maybe. Anyway. You've got custom mixes. You can go nuts with your different mic choices. So yeah, it's basically you get the premix. You get the premix on the core version, which will serve all your purposes. So this is extra fun bits to have on the full version. So let's talk about the adaptive sync on A. Here we go. Now the brilliant thing about this is that no matter what tempo you're in, it'll automatically map to your tempo. So it'll save you. I mean, most people might want to modulate tremolos and like that. But this adaptive sync is just such a time saver, and it's brilliant. So if I move this around, this will be 4 beats. 2 beats. So if I just press play, there's a click. 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Not quite there, but 3 beats. Sort of, yeah. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now, if I press it away from the tempo, here we go. Off. Of course, because I played it rubbish. But this is where adaptive sync comes in, and I'm going for the downbeat option. So no matter where I play it, I can play it anywhere, but it's going to land on the downbeat. Ready? Wherever. Not even trying. Isn't that brilliant? Let's go 1 bar. I mean, brilliant. Let's just exchange that with a timpani because, you know, where are we? Because timpani need to roll, don't they? So key switches, you've got hard mallet, you've got soft mallet. Now if you want rolls, here we go. So let's press the play. So I'm just playing with the beats, sort of there. Sort of, let's go 1 beat. I'm off. So let's go downbeat. Ready? Wherever I go. Oh. It's just so clever. It's so clever. Effects. You've got all sorts. Some of them I can guess what they are. Well, that's a symbol on it. That's another one. Not sure what that is. That's doing something with the pedal. Must be a pedal thing. Yeah. It doesn't tell me exactly what it is, but anyway. So that's that. Let's quickly show you a kit. Big drum ensemble. Here we go. So again, all the hits are C's and D's. This is Grandcasters, snare drums, tom-toms, and all of that. And you can move these around. If I want them back. I want them back. Yeah. Let's go GM Various kit. Lots of stuff. As you can see, they load up in the pre-mix section, so they're all there, and the colours denote what you're playing. So I want that cowbell away from me. No, that's the tambourine. Let's have tambourine here. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? What's this? Close. Let's have the wood block over there. I'm being silly now. Anyway, so those are the kits. Now, if you want to build your own, because quite frankly, we all do. You've got non-melodic and melodic. So basically, the melodic are things like glocks and xylophones. In fact, let's go there. And the other one is not. So you start with a blank canvas. Let's go, I don't know, vibraphone. Let's have the vibraphone over here. Let's have another one. You press plus. We want a glock. I want a glock. And let's have it in the other corner. If you want to go nuts. Little things. That's all I'll say. If you go to the non-melodic kit builder, blank canvas, you've got cymbals, snare drums, drums, toms, woodblock. Let's go rototom 1. Let's go rototom 3. Let's put them back here and back here. Silly. Let's, oh, I don't know, let's add metals. Cowbell 4. There we go. Let's have them right at the front. Yeah, I think you can add, what was it, up to something like 14 or 15 instruments to this. So you can go fairly nuts. Snare drum ensemble. Where are you? Up here? Oh, you're up here. Now, if you're like me and you're running out of keyboard space, because I can only bring my seat, you have an option. Go to the keyboard actually on the instrument, and you can just grab this and move it. How good is that? So I'm there now. And if you want to go further, grab it down. It's there. So useful. Let's put some reverb on it. And that's independent, by the way. The reverb isn't on the toms, just on the snares. Let's move. Fabulous. So builders, endless amount of fun. Just so you know, you've got mapping choices. You can decide wherever you would like these. You don't have to have them on the C's and D's and the hits. These are just the presets. As you can see, these blue buttons, well, they're not buttons. They are round robins. And you have so many. You can have random, you can have cyclic. And you can get rid of them. Don't quite know why you'd want to. I think it's probably memory dependent. But anyway. And then settings. You have all of this. You can change your colors. How nice is that? It is a very, very customizable percussion library. But if you're doing orchestral scores and mock-ups and maybe arranging, then this is really, really useful. Certainly for my workflow, I particularly like just having the separate instruments, as you will see, for my track. Let's go to the track. So what I've done is I've imported the orchestral stems from the original Symphobia track that I did with the Roman General and all of that. These are them. I'll just give you a little flavour. So you've got your strings, you've got your brass, you've got your woodwinds, you've got a couple of effects coming up. I think this one. Yeah. Now on the original track, it was kind of epic-y and sort of cinematic-y. So what I then wanted to do was add a sort of a different percussion flavour to it, more, as it were, call it realistic. So if I was doing an arrangement, I'd have 2 or 3 players plus a timpanist, and I sort of wanted to go along that vibe and possibly change it slightly, because it had been a while since I'd listened to the track with the epic percussion. I just wanted to do something new and just use this fabulous Lineage. So I ended up adding suspended cymbals, big drums, snares, piatti, crashes, a timpanist, an anvil, triangle, and tam-tam at the end. And just played them in, really, as I would probably orchestrate, and, you know, trying to use 3 players. As you can probably tell, I ignored the 3 players because there are some moments when they can't possibly all be playing the same thing, but I did that in the bounce downs. This is the timpani, and I think it's with the brass. Yeah, and you know, I used a bit of adaptive sync and all of that, and then I just bounced them all down, and I ended up with these here. So, and I've color coded them to basically say who's playing what. So the blues, they're these 2, that one and that one are the same player. And as you can see, when the suspended cymbal hit, I just got rid of that crash so that you then switched to cymbals. So as it were, this was the snare player jumping to the anvil. Yeah. So that's why I've color coded them that way. And of course, I've got one person playing those timpani. So the percussion, all on their own, sounded a bit like this. Yeah, and just as a point of reference, this was the original percussion at the same point. All epic. All very, very epic. I suppose you know, if I had 5 more players and have a big epic drums section, great. But if I've only got 3 players, and I wanted a little bit of variety, I couldn't realistically have that. So that was my logic. Anyway, we all like epic drums, so you know, some of you, and probably me included, would prefer the epic drum sound. But let me play you the entire track with the percussion. So as you can see, folks, I've made it slightly more viewer friendly. The top 3 of the percussion are the one player, the next is the second player, the next 2 are the third player, and you've got a timpanist. So it's trying to make it as real as possible. So folks, this is the Roman General Part 2. This is Lineage Percussion on top of my already Symphobia strings, brass, woodwinds, and a bit of FX. So Lineage Percussion, huge fan. Here we go. ending with a fabulous tam tam. So that is adding to the Symphobia family. Huge Symphobia Project Sam fan. Do check out my other Project Sam videos. So huge thumbs up, massive thumbs up, and again, apologies that I did this at Christmas and I've only just got around to doing the video. Anyway, so Project Sam, bowing to you yet again. If you like this, give it a like. If you like what I do, please subscribe. Why not? Ring the bell. Doesn't cost you anything, and you'll be notified of anything else I do in the near future. So that's me done. Stay well, everybody. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon for something else, I expect. Bye.